Hi everybody and welcome to FlatWebTV, the monthly freestyle show where we talk about all the top news and happenings in the world of flatland BMX. My name's Anthony Bulhon.
I'm Justin Hoey.
And welcome to FlatWebTV. So welcome again to FlatWebTV, episode number 5, nearly half a year into this.
Almost half a year.
Almost half a year.
6 would be half a year. There's 12 months.
Technically would be half a year. Again, a lot of cool things have been happening, so we'll jump right into it.
Absolutely.
First of all, new location today. We're filming from an icon in Portland.
Absolutely.
GoodsBMX.
GoodsBMX. Couldn't be a cooler BMX shop in Portland.
Or a gooder one.
Actually, I think it's the only BMX shop in Portland. No, isn't there another one?
Not according to
Shad.
Yeah.
Is there another BMX shop in Portland?
No, there's not another one in the whole Northwest.
There you go.
No other shops in Northwest. So Shad was nice enough to let us film here. As a thank you, my lovely fiance came all the way from Japan and delivered these.
What are those?
This is half of what he actually wants, which was a new old stock, or NOS Wilkerson Airlines Riot frame and fork.
What's Wilkerson Airlines?
Ron Wilkerson, you know, if you know your history.
Who?
Yeah. So we found this hanging in a shop in Osaka and finagled the owner into selling it.
It looks pretty cool though. I mean,
yeah.
They look like decent forks. They're obviously 1-inch forks.
There's the dropout.
That's crazy.
And it extends another, I don't know, half an inch, inch and a half, sorry. So.
Nice. Very cool.
Center of balance is all kind of wacky on these.
And who came with the forks with you? Who came with the forks?
Oh, they're hand delivered by my lovely fiance.
Who's actually here in the audience today. We don't have another camera,
no.
but she's
Nor
here in
would
the
she
audience.
allow herself to be on camera.
We'll get them on. We'll get them both on here. My wife's filming, so we'll get them both on there.
I got a video of her.
Uh-oh. Anyway, all right.
Moving on, something on a much more somber note, though we didn't know him personally, and it's been quite a while. I guess this happened in January, but flatline rider Josh King has passed away.
Yeah, it's really sad news. It's never great news to hear that a fellow flatlander, BMXer has passed away.
Yeah, it sounds like he was well liked by everybody. A couple of videos that just popped up show that he was a great rider.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a sad thing for all of his friends and family, and definitely our hearts go out to all you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's never easy when a friend or family member passes away. So again, our hearts go out to all of them.
Yeah.
So.
A couple other things.
Yeah, a lot of frames have been coming out here.
Yeah, like this seems to be the year of new flatline frames.
Yeah, it does, like a lot. So
Yeah.
I think in the period of like 2 months, we've had 4 or 5 frames. Some really cool, some very interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely psyched about the Jungle Rider frame.
I think so, yeah. And Marty Copa started up another company,
Yep.
because the two of them split off, or spun off, didn't split up or anything.
Yeah,
But
still frames.
yeah, and cool frames, I like them.
I think there's
Ephraim's riding for Jungle.
Yeah,
so.
There's a green one and an orange one. They both look pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
You may have seen the prototype shot. I think it was just a prototype,
It was a prototype shot, yeah.
Definitely not a final version of Matthias's superb frame.
Right.
Definitely has that street influence. It looks like the way his riding style is going, so a bit more of a street style to it. But he definitely has been punishing bikes lately, so you would imagine it's going to be pretty strong.
Oh yeah, he's been killing it.
Yeah.
I still cannot get over that his new back wheel combo, and we'll talk about it, and I think we're actually going to show it later on when we get into our events time. He's got this killer back wheel combo. We showed a little piece of it in our episode last month. Wow. Just wow.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. The last one I think we'll mention is the Zion frame, the Focus frame. Sam Folks. Signature frame.
Yeah. Great frame.
So this is another frame that's been a long time in testing. Obviously, he's another hardcore rider that has some exacting standards.
Mm-hmm.
They are also introducing a new chain tensioning system I think it's called the taper lock system. They've got a license to use that on their frames.
Oh, that's the new thing. There was a lot of talk about it for a while because he's been testing it for quite a long time.
Yeah, but it looks pretty like elegantly simple, I guess I would say, to keep your chain tight and not moving. So those 3 frames are definitely new, and hopefully we see a few of those out in the marketplace pretty soon. I don't know how many of them are going to be sold through Flatland Fuel or where they're going, but
it'll be cool. It's great to see a lot of Flatland frames coming out, and I'm just excited for Flatland in general. It seems like things are going in a good direction, I think.
Definitely a good direction.
So something else come up. The online video battles are back up again.
Yeah, you saw that post recently about the next latest round of online videos. I still think Ando is kind of spearheading that, so they're always fun to watch. I mean, it seems like a nice, fair competition and a good motivator to get folks to put their videos together. So
I have one comment. I think it's great, and I think more people should do it. I'd like to see, since they're all on global, I'd like to see a better format, like one page that I can go to break it all down.
Like a formalized.
Yeah, just so I can go to one page to find out what's the latest on there.
Yeah.
So just my own piece of feedback, because we're open to feedback.
Yeah.
So we hope everyone else is as well.
Yeah.
So, but again, great idea. If anything, I would love to do our own, video battle contest at some point as well.
It's a great idea.
It's a great concept.
Good participation. So I always watch them.
Yeah, they're great videos. Yeah, definitely.
Closer to home.
Yeah, we did the Portland Bike Show.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So we had a booth. We probably saw some of the pictures.
But fun.
It was weird because we were, we shared a space with GoodsBMX. And let me tell you, the GoodsBMX booth, awesome. Awesome.
Do we have a picture of that?
Chad, I'm calling you out.
What? Nothing. Go back.
Never mind.
We'll show a picture of the GoodsBMX booth at the Pedal Nation.
Yeah. It was still a fun event.
Yeah.
But we also did some stunt shows there that were a little lackluster. It was the PA system wasn't in the location. Nobody really knew. There was a little bit of confusion.
We were riding with ramp riders, and if you're a crowd of people, what are you going to watch?
You're going to watch the ramp riders.
Ramp riders or guys spinning on small bikes.
So hopefully next year, I know the organizer pretty well, great guy, and we're looking at a way that we can make this a little bit better for everybody.
Yep.
The trials guys had a hard time as well.
Okay.
Towards the end of the day, they had some similar PA problems, and people had a hard time kind of telling what was going on.
I'll tell you what, though, riding on polished concrete for 2 days straight.
It was the greatest 2 days ever.
Not too bad.
Oh yeah, I think this was the first time I actually had a real session with my new bike, and so it was great for me to learn all the ins and outs of that bike and really get it into it.
Yep.
So
Fun
awesome.
events. Yep.
And I think something pretty cool. You probably, if you haven't noticed already, we got some shirts printed. Now I put the announcement up that they're out, and it was posted a good amount of places, but I think they might be too much.
A little bit expensive.
So
they're nice shirts. They're super soft, American Apparel.
They're nice,
I mean,
nice American Apparel shirts.
They're nice.
And again, just help support this. If you want to help support us and the show, we want to do more things, and by buying these shirts, it helps us. So I'm going to put them down to $20. They were at $25. That's kind of steep.
We had some marketing ideas to sell a sticker for $20 and you get a free shirt. But
or you can buy a shirt for $20 and get a free sticker.
Either way.
Either way.
You'll get both.
You'll get both, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we'd love to, if you want to show your support for the show and what we're doing and help us do other things, support us and pick yourself up a shirt. Free shipping in North America, and then I think 25 will be shipping worldwide. So.
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you do get one, please send us a photo of you wearing it, riding your bike with it. We'll
post it up on the Facebook page.
Put it up on Facebook.
Yeah, facebook.com/FlatWebTV.
There you go.
So, and we'll have it on the screen somewhere.
The,
You always have this wrong. I always do this, and it's like I'm way up
it's
here.
nowhere near where
I don't
we
know
think
where
it
it
is.
is.
We need like the green screen that the weather people use.
We need a preview monitor.
There we go.
Yeah. I can't afford it.
The last little bit of info, also related to FlatWebTV.
Is I announced Freestyle 5.
Yep.
So I'm starting up a new show called Freestyle 5. It's going to be focused on more mainstream BMX. So there'll be a little flatland in there, but we're also going to talk about street, dirt, ramps, and
anything on 20-inch wheels.
Yeah, and freestyle. So I put the announcement out. I got over 100 email responses for it, so very well received. And I've actually got about 5 or so email. You all right? Got 5 email responses that are actually worthy, and I'm interviewing one of the candidates tomorrow, actually.
Right on.
So look for that in the next couple months, and check out thefreestyle5.com.
Freestyle 5.
Yeah. And we're looking to branch that brand out too. So in the coming years, we'll be branching that into other avenues of freestyle: skateboarding, snowboarding, surfing. We're going to go
sports,
all as many action sports things as we can think of.
Yeah.
All right. So first,
big story.
Yeah, big story.
Kind of a two-parter.
Two-parter. Yeah, our events coverage here.
Yeah. So earlier in the month of April, back to back. Really, they were one weekend after the other, right?
Yeah. And the first one was the same weekend of our bike show.
There you go. So the JoMo Pro contest in Joplin, Missouri went down. That pro class was stacked. I mean, if you saw the video that I think Fat Tony posted the night before.
Yeah. So Fat Tony posted the pro practice session from the night before the contest. I watched that in the middle of the night because we were getting the bike shows the next day.
Yeah.
I was floored. It was the middle of the night. It was downstairs, and my jaw just dropped.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe how good the footage is. Fat Tony was nice enough to send us the video footage of that.
Which you're probably watching right now.
You're probably watching it right now.
Yep.
Another thing to know as well, he actually emceed the event.
He did. He announced, and that's not an easy thing to do because the tricks.
No.
I mean, 10 tricks in 10 seconds.
How do you do that? I mean, I'd love to give it a try at some point.
I would get about 3 links in and then just be done.
I heard he did a good job, and so I'm sure you're going to see him at some other contests here in the future, and I'm sure he said he was really interested in it, really liked doing it. So
that's cool.
Yeah, again, so great job, Fat Tony, and thanks for the video.
Yeah, and Terry Adams. First place. Took the win.
Killed it.
And actually top 3, 2 Americans, which I don't think we've seen in a while.
I am so happy for who got slot number 2.
Matt Wilhelm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about that. I was like, I feel like he hasn't gotten the credit that he deserves. He's just an amazing riding.
Yeah, it's definitely a good debate. He's so dialed and so fast, and
that's true.
Almost gets overlooked how difficult what he's doing because
That's
it's
true.
done so fast and it's so dialed.
Yeah.
Again, our opinions, but
yeah.
Happy to see that he got second place. Sorry.
Second place. That's right. And number 3,
Matthias.
Yep. Again, watch that practice video. Some of his links that he's doing. Wow.
Bonkers.
Awesome style. Very creative, very smooth. So awesome. Yeah. So check out that video. We'll have a link to it in the show notes, and you've probably seen some of it here. But great riding and literally there was a world scene there. There was from every inch of the world.
You had Japan, France, America. Just
Canada,
where you would consider the hotbeds for flatland pros. They were all represented.
All right. I think we're.
Yep.
We keep moving on here. Our time is a little short. We spent a lot of time in the beginning. So, second contest.
The week after that.
Ninja Spin.
Yep.
I think always a great contest. It's going on for a few years now. And again, great riding. Martin was kind enough to let us use the finals footage that he took.
Yep.
He actually shot this on an iPhone. I don't think you can really tell. He did a great job.
No, and did you notice the floor? I mean, did it look dusty to you?
So it wasn't dusty. It was actually put magnesium on the floor.
For grip, right?
For grip
That's
on the
what
floor.
I thought.
So yeah, so they actually did that for grip. It's a similar thing, when guys are spraying, Diet Coke on the ground. It's not the same
JoMoPro looked
way.
like the Diet Coke because you could hear the stickiness.
Yeah, I think they did Diet Coke.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the same people that entered JoMoPro were at Ninja Spin, with the exception of the Americans.
Yeah, there wasn't a big American vibe. Actually, I don't think there was any Americans there. So Terry wasn't there. Matt wasn't there. Gosh, the list goes on.
None in the top 10 for sure. No Americans.
Yeah.
But third place at JoMoPro became first place at Ninja Spin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And well deserved.
Yep.
Well deserved.
If you saw that run, it's hard to argue.
No, I couldn't do it. So let's keep moving on here, and I think last time on the show we got a lot of great feedback of our second interview, but our first live
First
interview.
one that went off well.
Yeah, I actually recorded the audio on that one.
I talked to Pete about that last week, and he was real stoked on it. And so, yeah, I think that was a lot of fun to do.
It was fun, It was fun to have him on the show live, very live. And so before we introduce our next one, we actually had to do the interview twice because we,
Again,
it was very interesting.
Technical.
Small little glitch, but you know what? Let's bring him on the show here. And
speaking of JoMoPro first place winner, we've got a very special guest today,
Absolutely.
Mr. Terry Adams.
Awesome. And
So-
we don't have a satellite truck this time.
No satellite truck
I don't have
today,
any
so
mo-
we're doing
I
it
don't
over
have
the World Wide Web.
Yeah, I don't have enough money for it. So
No, we're going to sell more shirts.
It was really expensive.
So through the wonders of Skype, we are interviewing Mr. Terry Adams. So let's pull that up right now. Hey, Terry, thanks for joining us. First of all, how you doing today?
Pretty good, man. I'm just enjoying this 2 weeks at home right now before I take off on a bunch of trips.
Oh, right on.
Cool, man.
You do travel a lot. It seems like you're always doing a show here or a contest there or doing tons of cool stuff. You recently won JoMoPro. Congratulations on that. New frames coming out. It's a good year for Terry Adams. So, you know, speaking of the frame, how's it going with that?
Yeah, man, things are going good. 2 years of testing is definitely no joke. We definitely went through 4 different prototypes. Every prototype had something different about it. So when it came down and we finally got the final production, I'm really happy with the way this thing turned out. It looks really good.
It does look good, and I was thinking to myself, I might be in the market for it with just one.
Don't ask the question.
One small exception. The blue is nice, the silver is nice, but is there any chance to get a chrome-plated one?
I don't know, man. I didn't even know, chrome plating was I didn't know that was the style, or if it was even coming back. But
it is coming back.
Yeah, well, in your own little world.
For all of
Anyway,
us.
so kind of moving on a little bit. So, Terry, we know you're on the road quite a bit, and we also know you have a spot, a private spot. You ride by yourself quite a bit. So with all that, how do you find, motivation to practice, since you ride alone so much?
Yeah.
I guess it comes from a whole bunch of different things, like sometimes it's definitely, could be for practicing for a contest, keeps me motivated, as well as looking on the internet at all this, crazy madness progression that's going down with all these kids. And just, I guess the main thing would be just staying motivated, because riding flatland is just fun, just staying on my bike and just all these years of riding, it's almost like I don't feel right unless I'm riding anyway. So just being out there and having fun, feeling the wind in my hair, I guess, keeps me pumped up to go ride.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. So you do some really cool tricks, Terry. We see your web edits and stuff. Now, with all those tricks and stuff, now I know that one of the tricks that I watch you do quite a bit are rocket whips, and I've been trying to do them, and I'm getting super frustrated. You say that I'm getting almost all the way around. So what about you? I know this is a trick that's driving me crazy. Are there any tricks out there that just drive you crazy just trying to learn them?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that trick kind of gave me that frustration. I tried the hop whips for like 4 years, and every time I tried it, one foot would land on the ground and one foot would land on the frame, and that's as far as I could get it. And I just couldn't make my mind realize that I needed that other foot to land on the pedal. And it kind of just, if I could give any tips for that trick, it's just commit and bring your foot over to the pedal. I know it sounds simple, but that's how I learned it. And it took me watching Justin Miller do it right in front of my face to actually say, oh wow, I need to commit a little bit more. So that's what you need to do.
Yeah, you're right. I probably just need to commit, and just do it.
Yeah.
A bunch of street riders, then you'd be, doing hop whips all over the place.
You're right. There's a ton of guys here that do those hop whips.
No
it's
shortage
awesome.
of that in Portland, for
Exactly. Maybe I'll get it now that we watched a few of them do them last week.
Yep.
So, Terry, like again, I said I've been watching you try to do these tricks. I'm sure there's a lot of people that watch the show that, look up to you as a rider.
Sure.
Watch you and learn from your riding. What were some of the riders that you looked up to, you watched when you were first starting riding?
Yeah.
To be honest, pretty much everyone and that was in the magazines I pretty much idolized. Andrew Ferris, Nate Hansen, Jason Brown, Trevor Meyer, even Nathan Penanze. Like I said, pretty much anyone that was in a magazine, I really looked up to, and I really kind of followed, what they were doing. If it was like the all-time guy I probably followed and was a huge fan of was Andrew Ferris. Like, I had my bike set up just like his. I tried to dress like him, just the whole 9 yards. I was super motivated by that guy.
Yeah, totally. Definitely, you know, somebody was super motivating to watch. So, but as you as well, super motivating to watch.
Yes.
You know, so there's a topic, Terry, that we'd like to kind of get your take on. You know, there's been a lot of, you know, kind of negativity. Not people think very happy with.
And it goes in waves. It's like a great thing, and then a bad thing, and then a great thing, and then a bad thing.
Yeah, you know, definitely, you know, a lot of people are talking about the scene here in North America. I mean, kind of, what's your take on it? What do you think?
Yeah.
I think, for the most part, I think everyone just needs to kind of, you know, look at the positive things we have going on. You know, right now with the, you know, Flatland AM circuit, you know, happening and really strong, and you know, Steve Lasky adding pro. I think those are all some really cool things that we need to just like take a step back, look at, and that's pretty rad. You know, we got JoMo Pro happening, the DK contest, we got the Indy contest happening, and even the thing in York. So when you look at the grand scheme of things, and that's kind of a lot of events to look forward to, and I just think we mainly just need to support the things that people are doing, and I think we'll come out good.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know, Terry, you mentioned a lot of great things are happening, but what do you think it's going to take to strengthen, you know, the scene and the sport in general?
Yeah. I think the main thing we need to do is just, you know, take a look at the scenes in the U.S. that are doing really well, and just kind of take tips from them. You know, if you look at the guys in Austin, Texas, they have a super rad scene, and you kind of got to look, how did they do that? You know, they threw jams all the time. You know, they started blogs. You know, their scene is built up so good that they got guys flying in from Japan, you know, just to come and ride in their parking garage. So, I mean, I think we have a lot of riders here in the U.S. We just need to, like, come together and kind of do what those guys did, you know. Throw a jam, you know, start a blog, you know, just kind of get everyone together. And those kind of things help out. You know, you probably never realize, but if you throw a jam, you're probably going to have a couple guys come in from a couple states over just to come and ride. So that's my advice, man. Just watch the scenes that are doing well, and try to repeat the process.
Yeah, I agree. And just one comment to make, you know, it's definitely right about the jams. You know, I threw a jam here, you know, at least maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, and a bunch of people showed up that lived here, and even in town that I never even knew that rode.
Sure. Yeah,
so,
there's usually more in town than you think, and like you said, from a couple states away.
Absolutely. That's totally right.
And that's a pretty good assessment of Flatland today. I mean, there are good contests, there are good jams, there's sponsors still putting some money into it. But let's change gears a little bit. Like, fast forward, I don't know what, 10 to 15 years. And first of all, are you still riding? And what's your vision of what Flatland looks like in, I don't know, 2025?
As far as me, if I'm still walking, you know, I'll definitely still be trying to ride. As far as, you know, what the skill level is going to be, you know, you never know what the kids are going to be doing then.
The kids will be doing that, right?
Like I was telling someone yesterday, if you would have told me 10 years ago that Adam Kuhn was going to be doing that upside down whip, then I would have believed him, because Flatland's like so crazy. But if you tell me like today that in 10 years from now someone's going to do like a front flip in the middle of a trick, I would believe that too, because it's really an endless art form, and we're kind of always at the beginning of where we can go as far as skill level. So it's going to be nuts, man. It's pretty crazy to see where things are headed.
Cool.
Definitely. Big question.
Yeah, maybe the biggest question of the interview. We're going to end on this one.
This is a big deal.
We
big
have...
very controversial.
We've scoured the internet.
I've looked everywhere.
Everywhere. And we're doing this for the children, not for us.
No, not for us.
Not for
I have a
us.
son. He's here today.
He is here, and he's been asking about this. Before we let you go, we wanted to know about your Terry Adams Flick Tricks bike. Where are they?
Yeah.
What is the deal with those? We can't find them anywhere.
What's the deal?
Where are they?
I think they're all at Rad Dad's house. I hear a ton of people looking for them, and then that guy's like posting pictures like all over the place, and Walmart hold them up. So I say, if you're looking for them, go climb in through that guy's window, and he probably has a stockpile of them.
Right on, right on.
Awesome.
We'll get in contact with Rad Dad.
Yeah, Rad Dad.
See if he could send us a
We'll
couple.
release from your grasp
Yes.
the Flick Trick spikes.
Get those out there in the market. Again, thanks so much for doing this today. Before we end this, is there anybody you want to say thanks to? Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'd like to thank Red Bull, Flatware, Odyssey, Dan's Comp, Etnies, Raising Canes, and Pro Skin Performance, and of course you guys at FlatWebTV for having me on the show. I truly appreciate it.
Great, great. What can we say? Thanks so much for doing this.
Thanks again, man.
And we just stay tuned for more edits coming from you. Thanks a lot.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
See you later, man. Awesome. Hey.
All right, let me close that.
Yeah, absolutely. So so a great interview.
Whew.
We did it. We did it. Like I said, we've had to do that interview twice basically because I didn't.
He wanted to answer the questions twice?
Well, we weren't recording, so we had to do it twice. So
right.
And he was a great sport about it. When I did it with Matthias, we didn't really notice, and so we weren't able to really actually have him on the show. So we will try again to have Matthias on the show. But again, Terry, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, very cool.
That
Thanks
was
very
fun.
much. Yeah.
That was fun.
Definitely, I'm still going to be on the lookout for those that Flick Trick bike.
Yeah, so I don't know where they are, man. I really think Rad Dad has them all.
You can find anything on the internet, and you can't find that thing. I mean, you could find anything, and I couldn't find that.
Where are the Flick Trick spikes? So
let's wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
So upcoming events.
Upcoming events, how we always end the show. So May has got a couple things.
I think this is one of the most amount of events happening in any month.
Is it springtime?
It's springtime.
Yeah.
People are getting, people are starting to dust off the cobwebs, get out the bike.
Everything dries up a little bit.
Exactly.
Weather gets nice. So
you pull out your GT and you pull out your Profile
Pro Styler?
Styler thing.
Profiler
I don't know what that
Styler.
thing is.
Anyway, we've got a couple events right at the beginning of May happening in Japan, the Tiny Bikes event and the Ann Cup event. One of these, I think, is happening in Okayama, which is a city that I used to live in, so I was pretty stoked to hear that.
If you click on those links, it'll tell you.
Well, everybody can click on these links. Just go to Global where we get all of our event information.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we'll actually have them on the screen as well as the the city, province, region, state, or wherever it
Postal
resides.
code.
I won't have the postal code,
No.
but it'll be in the show notes.
In Switzerland, Bike Days event. So that's happening, I believe, on the 6th through the 8th, the whole event.
Yeah, and we've seen footage from that in prior years, and it's a pretty good content, unless it's a different event, but I'm pretty sure we've seen footage of that before.
Yep. In France, that same weekend, the Astrolabe, Flatland contest. This one looks to be pretty interesting. I can't wait to see the footage coming from
I
that.
don't know much about that one. So, yeah, I don't know too much about it.
We'll wait to see the video.
Yeah.
Closer to home,
1300 Jam.
1300 Jam.
Yep.
I believe that's the address
Yeah, it's the address.
of MTF Mountaintop Fabrication, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Great event.
Great event. Sandwiched between that and another U.S. event is an event in Austria. I saw this last year.
That was a little awkward.
I think it's he touched the computer,
Right.
not my junk.
All right, let's keep it up. We're short on time.
The game of skills, I believe Carhartt put some money behind this. It happened last year. It was fun. It looked fun.
All these contests look fun.
So
I just want to go to some.
yes, we will get there someday. And
Last
rounding
one.
out the events is the Flat Jam presented by the Bicycle Source, 21st of May. Check that one out as well.
Looks cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to get your event featured on the show, head over to global-flat.com, click on events, and submit your event there, and we'll be sure to talk about it on the show.
If you want to get your name mentioned, like Jimmy Kibbins.
Jimmy Kibbins. I can't say much. Unfortunately, he is underage, so I can't say too much about him.
Just Jimmy Kibbins.
Yeah, but I've seen some of the clips of him riding. Great rider. Rides in Chicago.
My hometown.
Yeah, Chicago. Anyway, no, nobody cares about that. But anyway, great rider. Definitely look out. He's going to be at a contest in Indiana, or Indianapolis.
That Red Bull
The
contest?
Red Bull contest.
Okay,
He said he was going to be going to that contest, so definitely watch out for him.
Say hello to Jimmy Kibbins.
Jimmy Kibbins.
Jimmy Kibbins.
Jimmy Kibbins.
Jimmy Kibbins.
Kibbins.
So a little housekeeping.
Housekeeping, closing thoughts. So again, we're always looking for sponsors for the show. We've outreached to a few companies, and And we're still, in the works of a few things, but if you're interested in sponsoring the show, get in contact with us at FlatWebTV.com. And you can also check out all today's show notes and anything else about us. You can also find the shirts on FlatWebTV.com.
Yeah, pick them up. They're very cool, soft, comfortable.
Absolutely.
And if any like them.
That's right. And you'll get a free sticker.
Free sticker.
With that as well.
Yep.
Next thing, how to get in contact with us is obviously the website like we just mentioned, but also you can be able to check us out on Facebook.com/FlatWebTV. And you can connect with me on Twitter at twitter.com/everydaytropic.
Everyday Tropic.
And
iTunes?
iTunes. So a great way to be the first to get the show is head over to iTunes, search for FlatWebTV.
Subscribe.
And subscribe to it. Search for us, subscribe, do it over and over again. And we have actually upped ourselves in the ranks.
How do you like that?
On iTunes. We went from like 120 some odd something to 12 in BMX.
Good.
So we're inching our way up. I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for joining us for episode number 5. Just to remind you, we're doing this every month, so keep a lookout for the next episode. And once again, my name is Anthony Bulhon.
And my name's Justin Yohei.
This is FlatWebTV. Hi, everybody. Welcome to FlatWebTV, the BMX freestyle show where we talk about all the top news on the do this all the time.
So, BMX.
Welcome to FlatWebTV, the monthly freestyle BMX show where we talk about all the top news and happenings in the world of flat and BMX. I'm your host, Kittens.
Kittens. 90. Kittens.